Thanks a lot. I'm happy to be here. My name is Mike Davis. I'm from the specialist team that focuses on AWS's hybrid solutions like Outposts, Wavelengths, and Local Zones. And I'm here to talk about how some of our customers have met their compliance and data residency requirements with AWS. We'll start with an example from Bristol Squibb, well-known pharmaceutical, who said, "Data residency in AWS Control Tower adds to our toolbox of programmatically setting up guardrails and data controls. As data regulations evolve, this capability will assist compliance and help us enable innovation to serve patients around the world." So the problem statement was, how to assure compliance and data residency when there are hundreds of projects in flight and developers from all corners of the organization? It's really important in that case to think about solid landing zones for developers. And how do you implement solid landing zones? AWS Control Tower. So Control Tower created guardrails for building and managing accounts, and when BMS integrated it with a service catalog approach, they were able to implement a really strong landing zone framework for developers. It gave them an exhaustive set of capabilities to assure their developers can implement workloads that meet compliance and data residency requirements. Simple examples, including policies such as region deny and deny access and deny internet access based on user and account. These were all fundamental building blocks for how they use Control Tower. They even use Control Tower logic to drive things like backup rules for stateful data workloads. So that's the pharmaceutical example. I wanted to give an example also from clinical healthcare and patient care workloads. A lot of clinical healthcare services are still consumed on-premises in hospital data centers, for example. Even for SaaS-based services built for the cloud, there are more and more data sovereignty regulations that impose limits on patient data, where it can be processed and where it can be stored. Philips Healthcare is meeting these requirements while still keeping their developers and workload designs focused on the cloud. If we read the quote, AWS Outposts enables Philips Healthcare to deliver fully managed services directly into data centers and geographies, and accelerate competitiveness by leveraging advanced AWS services all the way into customers' data centers. Okay, so they use AWS Outposts, which is where AWS extends a pool of fully managed compute, storage, and cloud services out to the edge of the network, whether in a co-location site or even in the data centers of our healthcare providers. Let's take a closer look at the Philips Health Suite application. It's a cloud-based foundation of patient-facing applications for different clinical modalities and for the back end that manages patient data and assures compliance. Here, you can see their use of Outposts for hosting different parts of that suite, depending on the particular market situation, while other components operate from AWS regions. Now you can see that assuring consistency between AWS running in customer sites, in Outposts, and in AWS regions gives Philips a ton of flexibility to meet the needs of the global healthcare markets. All right, thanks for your time, and back to you.